Hi, my name's Michael Gatewood and I'm going to show you how to do a really cool effect using field blur in Photoshop CS6. First thing I'm going to do is just get into Photoshop real quick, and we have this shot of nightlife. What I'd like to do is create what is called bokeh. I want to take the background, which right now is detracting from the image, and allow it to become more specular light, referred to as bokeh, taking on circles instead of details of light that's happening in the background, and then even colorize it. What I'd first like to do is go right in here to filter, and then at that point blur, field blur. Once I'm there, you're going to see the whole image start to blur. If we look in close, we're going to see some pins in which I'm going to move these pins into an area where I go in and take away the blur. Then I'm going to put a pin over this young model and take away the blur to 0. And then the model's in here down into 0. That's great. Now I'm going to go into the drinks and the hands down here and take away this blur down back to 0. Then I'm going to go and put pins into the background, but this time giving it even more blur, somewhere, let's say around 35. Blur up here, and again more blur. And then over here, over the top of this model, even more blur. So I'm affecting exactly where I want to blur the background. And then I'm going to an effect which is actually called the Blur Effects Bokeh. And I'm going to go to Light Bokeh and move the slider to the right side. And you're going to see things start to blur and actually turn into a little bit of specular light. Then I'm going to go to Bokeh Color and do the same thing, bringing that color out in the background, creating more of a nightlife look. Let's go in here and adjust the light range to get just the amount of effect that we're looking for and the right kind of light to create the effect that creates more of a nightlife. So we're going to go in here. Let's move this down just a little bit. There we go. Here, let's grab that. Nice. Moving the black slider over. There we go. The white slider will move back, and the black slider right about here to get those nice rounded lights. Beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is click OK, and we can start to see that we have more of a nightlife look. And in fact, if I go Command Z and undo and then Command Z to redo, you can start to see the effect and how much it's changed. This can add a little more, well, focal point to your subject and take the background and blur it to the point where the details are lost but the cool light effect is still there. My name's Michael Gatewood. Thank you for watching.